Welcome to Profitable Businesses and Careers for Digital Nomads. I'm your co-instructor, Scott Paton, and joining us is Ricky Shetty, digital nomad dadpreneur.
Hi there, everyone. Ricky Shetty from daddyblogger.com and also co-founder of Digital Nomad Mastery, where we teach you how to become a digital nomad, how to succeed, how to make income online. So I'm from Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I'm currently traveling around the world with my wife and kids. We've been already to the Philippines, Hong Kong, Dubai, South Africa. We've been to Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, French Guiana, Suriname, Guyana, and today, as of this recording, we're in Trinidad in the Caribbean, and we're traveling with my wife and kids because we are currently making income online. And just to tell you the truth too, we actually do rely on savings as well. So we sold our house back in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and a lot of digital nomads do this. And if you're thinking about becoming a digital nomad, you might have to make those sacrifices. The sacrifice of selling your home, selling your car, selling your possessions, and then leaving so that you're possession free. You're liberated of materialism. And so now we're relying on savings and we're generating income online through things like private coaching, mastermind groups. I also have a few Udemy courses, including this one you're watching. And I'm doing a whole bunch of podcast interviews with my friend Scott, and we have affiliate links on there. I also am going to be doing a massive summit this fall of 2017. So if you're watching later, it might have already happened. But it's in the fall of 2017, and it's called Digital Nomad Mastery. It's an online summit where we teach you how to be a digital nomad. So that's a little bit of background on me. And how about yourself, Scott?
Well, right now I'm in Moldova, which is north of Romania, which is north of Greece in Eastern Europe. It's been beautiful. And at the time that Ricky was heading west, I was heading east. We know each other from Vancouver. We're friends in Vancouver. And I went to England, then Morocco, Sicily, Rome, Athens, Western Greece, southern Turkey, Rhodes in the Greek islands, and then up to Sofia in Bulgaria, Macedonia, Croatia, Poland, and then back over to England because it was a lot more, it was spring, it was a lot more pleasant than it was in January. And here we are mid-year in Moldova, and pretty soon I'm going to be in Odessa on the Black Sea in the Ukraine. And one of the reasons why I can do this is because I earn all my income from online ventures, from online courses, from clients that I look after their websites or I look after their marketing, and a couple other projects of my own online that generate some income. Multiple streams of income. There's no one income stream that is far and above the other ones. It's actually pretty even, and it works out pretty good. I agree totally with Ricky. There is a huge sense of freedom and relief when you have gotten rid of your house, gotten rid of all of these possessions which are really holding you back, and then all of a sudden the world kind of opens up. It's a totally different lifestyle, and you have to decide if that's the lifestyle you want. You may be the type of person that likes to be in a nest, wants to create this warm place, has young children and everything else. Wonderful if that's the way it is for you. But a lot of us want to get out, we want to see the world, and I think the sooner the better, because there's always threats of war and famine and all these terrible things, climate change and everything else causing havoc with travel plans. So there's no better time to travel than now. And this course is all about showing you, A, you can do it, and B, here are some ways that you can think about earning income as you travel. So if you're working that 9 to 5 job, you're commuting 2 hours to and from work every day, you're working overtime but not getting paid for it, and you think, I want to do something different, the first place you start is by learning a skill that you can use location independent. The second place you start is when you go on vacation, go someplace where you're interested in maybe spending more time. Say you want to go to Mexico, maybe you want to live 6 months of the year in Mexico. Well, go down, spend a couple of weeks there, see what it's like, see what you think about it, get a feel for the place, and find out. Don't tomorrow sell everything and say I'm leaving and with no plan and no idea of how you're doing it. That's not a very good idea. You want to have a plan. You want Before I left, I made 3 trips to South America. Could I look after my clients when I'm in Colombia with a poor internet connection? Yes. Could I continue on my projects despite it raining at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Medellin every day? Yes. Did I like traveling around and seeing all these different places? Yes. Now, once you get all those yeses, then it's like, great. Now I can I can plan for the bigger trip and the bigger trip. So some people will say, no, I'm just going to do it all and take that leap of faith with no idea what they're doing. I think it's a good idea to dip your toe in a couple times, make sure, because there's nothing worse than selling everything you've got, making a huge change, going to England and saying, I don't really like this very much. I want to go home. And you're home, now you're starting all over, and that's not necessarily a good thing.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Scott. I definitely recommend getting your feet wet as well. What we did is we didn't do a lot of overseas travel, but we did a lot of localized British Columbia travel. That's the province we're from, and we tested to see, especially for our kids, whether they could handle long drives and and not having that sense of routine and stability. So we did a lot of testing, if you want to call it that, while we were in British Columbia, and then we even tried out doing the Airbnb stuff, renting out our own condo back in Vancouver, BC, Canada, to seeing how that would generate income. And then we just decided, okay, we've done enough testing. It's time to move from testing to actually being on the road. And we took the 1 year to make the real strong decision on whether we want to do this indefinitely. So we're currently about halfway through our 1 year journey. And we're leaning towards doing it as long as possible because we're loving it. Our kids are loving it. It's really good for our family bonding because we can invest quality time with each other. And we get to see so many places, learn so many things, and we're making income online. So we are loving it. And I think we're going to keep going, Scott. So who knows? For how long we might and by the way, it is very stressful and tiring and exhausting when you're going all the time, when you're packing and packing, when you're looking for hotels, guest houses, etc. So and also good internet. So it is sometimes good just to base yourself somewhere. So for example, we're going to be heading to Medellin in Colombia, and we'll stabilize ourselves there, maybe rent an apartment or Airbnb for a little bit, and then just see how we like it. And I'm not committed to a time frame. I purposely didn't say like we're going to stay there for a month or two because who knows? We might get there and it might be raining too much and we might just take off after a week.
I've been to Medellin 3 times, Ricky. I'm going to tell you right now, you will love it and you will not want to leave. It is an amazing city. It's got the perfect climate, the city of eternal spring, and it is absolutely a delight. So in this course, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about being the obvious expert. So what do you need in order to actually be able to earn money online? Well, it's a lot easier if you're an expert and people are looking for you rather than you knocking on doors. We're going to talk about doing video courses. This is a video course. They're very simple, very easy to do, and they're a nice way of generating income. We're going to be talking about coaching and group coaching and masterminding, where you work one-on-one with people and you can have your clients all around the world. We're going to be talking about Kindle books. We're going to be talking about building websites, graphic design, social media marketing, and there's a whole pile of other topics. But this course is a living course. By that, what we mean is when you ask a question, we may say, you know what, that's a really good question. We're going to add a lecture based on that. So if you have a question about, well, yeah, could I do this as a location independent digital nomad? We may have an answer, we may not have an answer, but we know people that will have an answer. If we don't, we'll have them on as guest instructors and we'll talk to them about those issues. So we really want to encourage you. Down there is a Q&A button. Click on it and ask away. Maybe you want a little more detail on website design that we didn't think about. This is an interactive thing. Even though we're recording it, we pay attention to student questions that come up. We answer them as fast as we can, and we may end up making lectures based, and we have made lectures based on feedback from our students. So also, it's not an exhaustive list. So over time, as we try different things, we're going to be sharing those opportunities with you as well. So that's basically what you can expect. We're going to deal with a lot of different topic areas where people are making incomes location independent, and we're going to be sharing those with you. The thing you have to remember is it's going to take you a while to become very, very good at certain skills. Now, maybe you are already very good at teaching English as a second language. Great. Now you can take that skill and you can travel the world using, because everywhere everyone wants to learn English, or maybe as a translator. So there's lots of potential topics that we could be talking about. Those that interest you, let us know in the discussions below. The other thing is, you now know a little bit about me, you now know a little bit about Ricky. We'd like to know who you are. So please take a few minutes, let us know, like, what are your plans? Are you already a digital nomad? Are you planning on being a digital nomad? Is there a way we can support you in your journey, either to become one or as you are one? And let us know where you are. So put that all in the Q&A. And we're really looking forward to sharing this course with you. We're very excited that you're here with us.
We'll see you under the side. We'll see you in the next videos. We'll see you on a private Facebook group as well. And happy learning, everyone. Make sure you ask a lot of questions. Engage with us. We're very active on Udemy. When you ask a question, we'll try to respond it within 24 hours.